Hi there, I'm Laura, and along with my partner T-Bow and a team of inquisitive teens, we produce this series that answers the questions about what teenagers are really all about. Well, they actually produce it, and edit it, and write it, and host it. They do it all. It's pretty amazing. So given the resources, the guidance, and the reins, let's see what they come up with. You in? Today we're gonna have some fun in the kitchen with Haley and Sima as they make some flatbread pizza. But first, we're gonna head over to some pizza places that we've already been to in the past and see how they did it. So stick around.
Hey guys, it's Deirdre from Teenage Critic, and today we're here at Providence Cold Fire Pizza with one of the chefs, Dave. So Dave, I have never been to a cold fire pizza, whatever. What is cold fire pizza?
Well, coal-fired pizza is a different way of cooking pizza than probably what you're used to. We use the heat from coal to cook a very thin crust pizza, and that coal, the reason it's different, coal burns at 900 degrees, which is a very high temperature, so our pizza's cooking about 4 minutes.
So I imagine that gets you a lot of customer interactions because it's fast, but still really good food.
Yeah, it's fast, so we can serve more people quicker, and it's a very different kind of crust than probably what you're used to because the coal also adds a little smokiness to it, and it has a little bit of a char on the outside, so that well-done kind of look.
So how long have you been working here?
We've been open a little over a year now.
And did you have any, so did you go to, culinary school?
As a matter of fact, I did not. I actually graduated from Syracuse University and got into the restaurant business because I was looking for a job.
Oh, so where do you get the coal from?
We actually get the coal from a local company in Cranston, Rhode Island, and what they do is they get the coal from Pennsylvania, and it's called anthracite coal, which when people talk on the news about clean coal, anthracite coal is what it is. So that comes from Pennsylvania. He gets it for us, and then he ships it here to us, and then we break it down and pack it up into little packages that we use and put in the oven. So it's Pennsylvania coal.
So how do you stop the fire? Do you just turn off the airflow?
You don't stop the fire. It just keeps burning. It actually, when you come in the morning, the oven's still at 350 degrees. It never really completely goes out unless we shut the oven off or don't put any coal in it for maybe 3 days, and then it'll get cold. But every day we come in, you could probably still cook in it when you first come in the morning.
How about you show us how you make it and maybe make us pizza?
We could do that for you. Yeah, we could make you a pizza.
Yay! You guys stick around because we're going to go back and eat some pizza.
So this is the dough, and we put it in these dough bins so that we can work on it. Essentially, this is about 14 ounces, and you can see how it kind of how it droops. It's really, really wet, and that's why there's so much flour on this board. It's because this is a very, like I said, it's 77% water. So what we do is we just...
Is it all-purpose flour?
Nope, this is high gluten flour. High gluten to make it. And you can see how we're just pushing it out to make a rim like you would with any kind of pizza. And we just kind of stretch like this. And our pizzas aren't round. Our pizzas are oval. Yep, like a football.
How many pizzas do you say you'd serve on a busy night?
We could do 200 pizzas on a busy night. If you look at this, see how you can almost see through it? You can see the light through it. That's how thin it is. All right, I'm going to bring this over to the board. And on the board we have semolina, which is this yellow grain. And what that acts like marbles, so that the pizza can kind of slide off this board. All right. I'm gonna move over here.
Can I touch the dough?
Yeah, go for it.
It is.
We don't make tomato sauce. We use raw tomato and allow it to cook in the oven. And you see it has some chunks to it, which is really, I don't know, that's how my mother used to make it. And we thought it was the way to go. We use what we consider to be a very high quality tomato out of California. You can see, so it's just tomato sauce, and then I'm gonna reach over here. I'm gonna season it with some salt, and then we're gonna put some fresh mozzarella chunks. We don't shred it; we use chunks. You like more cheese? All right, so. And then we're just gonna take a little oil. And I'm gonna pop this in the oven.
How long will it will take, like, how long did you say, 4 minutes in the oven?
It should take about 4 minutes. When the oven's at its optimum level, it'll take about 4 minutes.
On a busy night, do people talk to you, like the cooks and chefs?
Oh yeah. Yeah, people talk to us all the time. They're interested in what we're doing and how we're cooking it and what the oven does and what the numbers on the oven mean, and yeah, we get all sorts of questions, which is fine. It's part of the experience, I think. People feel like they're part of it instead of just seeing their food come out from some back area. Here they can actually see what's going on. So yeah, it's fun for most people. We get a lot of families that like to sit here.
Do you put yeast in the dough?
We do put yeast. The funny thing about it is, though, for about, what is it, 48, for about 100 pounds of dough, probably only using about an ounce, which is not a lot. We actually make a poolish, which is like a poor man's starter, and that sits overnight. Then we make the pizza dough and ball it up, and that sits a whole nother day. So we're 3 days out on dough. We have to stay ahead, otherwise it doesn't work properly. So it rises, but it doesn't need a lot of help. We just kind of let it naturally, let the sugars and proteins and the yeast naturally work itself out. Yeah, you would think we'd have a big one, but
Is it a small storage?
if you saw it on a Saturday night, you'd be like, "This is small," because you can barely move around in it. But it works for what we have, and that's part of the restaurant business. Is you got to be organized. Right, so that's your pizza. I'm gonna put some basil on there and some of our house garlic oil. You can see where there's like a little char, and you can see it's got that hollow sound.
So I'm here with Paul, the manager, and he's gonna tell us a little bit about what his restaurant does and stuff. So Paul, could you tell us a little bit about the food you have here?
So what we do here at Flatbread is we try to source as much food locally or organic. So a lot of the menu items, as you'll see, are made with organic ingredients or they're made with locally sourced products.
That's really cool. Are there any specific places where you get your locally grown food or stuff?
Right now we get some of our stuff from Shartner's Farm in Rhode Island, Westerly. Yep, Shartner's Farm. We also get some stuff from other states close by. We get Four Towns, which I believe is in Massachusetts, and a few other local farms that we're hoping to work with as the weather gets nicer.
And you guys opened just 3 months ago. Have you said business has been good so far?
So far, the community has been really, really good. We've been really happy with the response that we've had.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you cook your pizza?
So we cook our flatbreads in a clay oven. It's about 40,000 pounds. It's made out of Vermont riverbed clay that's mixed with sand, ash, and hay. And we cook them with wood fire, and the oven gets up to about 900 to 1,000 degrees.
Does cooking it in a wood fire make it faster or better or more efficient?
The pizzas do cook really fast. They cook in probably 3 to 4 minutes, but it also, the wood fire helps impart some flavor.
So I noticed outside you have like a little oven on wheels. Do you take that place?
Yeah, we do catering events off-site, and we'll also take it to for large parties or different events.
That's really cool. So they just brought us over our pizza, so we're gonna take a few bites, let you guys know how good it is. Thank you so much for talking to us.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, it's Sima and I'm here with Haley on Teenage Critic. In the past, we've gone to a lot of different places to try some flatbread pizza, and our producer Laura happens to be a food writer and a cook. So today we're here in her kitchen at Olive's in Providence, making some flatbread pizza from start to finish. Let's go!
You can't wait, can you, Haley?
I can't wait, I'm starving.
Yay! All right, cool.
Before anyone starts cooking, we have to wash our hands. Let's go.
You guys wash your
Just
hands.
scrub in?
Yeah, so get some
All right.
soap.
First things first, time to make some marinara sauce. We can't make pizza without that.
That's right, marinara, right?
Right. So in marinara sauce, there's onion, so we have to peel it right now.
How do you know how to peel an onion?
My grandma taught me the other day.
Is the knife sharp enough?
I don't know. It was a little difficult, but I can manage. So we're gonna cut this at a medium dice. We always put the onions in first because they take the longest to cook. So I'm gonna cut them right now.
Okay.
Alright, you might want to do this fast because right now my eyes are watering, so I'm just gonna get this over with. So first, you do it this way. One.
No, you already did that. You slice it sideways.
Sideways.
No, in the middle like this.
Like that.
No, flat.
That?
Flat. Put your knife flat. Yeah, and put start here. And cut.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
There you go. Yeah, a little bit like that. There. That's good enough.
And then you go like that.
Oh, no, then you're supposed to cut the strips the long way.
Okay, so now we're gonna put some oil in the pan. This is special garlic infused oil with a secret recipe, but I can't tell it to you because it's secret. If I told you, I'd have to kill you. Remember, when you're using the oven, always have an adult nearby.
Okay, onions in pan. Now, next.
So now we have to put a tablespoon of oregano, a tablespoon of Italian seasoning, and another tablespoon of garlic into the pot.
Okay, do it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go. Perfect.
So when you're adding the seasonings, it doesn't really matter exactly how exact you are. The flavors are all going to kind of mesh together at the end, and it'll all work out. So don't worry too much about that. So you should really clean as you're going because there's a lot of ingredients, so you don't want to make a mess. They'll get in your way. So you want to cook this until the onions are kind of translucent and you can see through them. That's when you know they're ready to add the rest of the ingredients.
hungry, girl?
Yeah, it smells so good. Oh, it lost it.
Oh no, you're not strong enough.
Yeah. I'm like. So it looks like the onions are ready, so it's time to add the sauce. What we're doing is using ready-made sauce, and we're just kind of beefing it up a little bit to kind of make it our own and make it a little bit better.
Okay, so somebody can pour the sauce in. How about you, Haley?
Should I stir it while she pours it in? Oh, sorry, it's okay. Oh,
We're supposed to get dirty. That's why we're here. Okay, now you can stir it up a little, Sima.
So now we're just gonna stir it up a little bit and to get everything kind of all mixed in there, and then we're gonna leave it and let it cook for about 20 minutes.
Right. Alright, so we are 20 minutes in.
While that's cooking for about 20 minutes, we're gonna do the dough because we don't want to waste any time. We're starving.
This is the pizza dough we're gonna use. It's special because our producer Laura made it for us, but you can just pick it up at your nearby grocery store.
Since our producer Laura made it for us, if you want this particular dough, come to Olive's in Providence, Rhode Island. Alright, so now we're gonna make our pizza. So first, you put flour
On the board.
on the board so the dough doesn't stick. So once you have that, you take your dough and you put flour on the dough so the dough doesn't stick to our hands. Put it on both sides.
Try to flatten it out. Try to flatten it out a little before you roll it.
And then you put flour on this,
On the rolling pin.
on the rolling pin, so it doesn't stick to the pizza, so it doesn't stick to the dough.
Uh-huh.
And you roll it out.
The fun thing about flatbread pizza is it's a little bit different from a traditional pizza. For us, we grill it, and that's what makes it special. But also, you can do it any shape you want. It doesn't have to be a traditional circle. However it ends up, so it can be a rectangle, square, triangle, however you want to do it.
Should be a little thinner, right? And sometimes if it slips back and forth, you turn it over. It slips so much.
You want to roll it out as thin as you can because grilled pizza gets crunchier that way. We like it crunchy. Is this good?
So you need to roll it in again, right? So you can stretch
Yes,
it out.
thank you. So next we're gonna oil it up and put it on the grill. Just gonna spritz some of our garlic infused oil on there. Rub it around. Cover all the edges. Now, being very careful, we're gonna throw it on the grill.
Oil side down.
Oil side down.
Good. So you want to get that out as thin as you possibly can. Use a little pressure on it, girl. There you go. That's good. Stretch it out. It can be
It's gonna
big.
break.
That's okay. It won't.
And oil side down.
Oil side down. Yay!
And then
Beautiful.
Now we're gonna wash our hands.
Yes. You can put your hand over there for your tongue.
Should I say it now?
Yeah.
You know the pizza is ready to flip over when it starts getting bubbly, just like that.
So you're ready to turn.
It's a little burnt. That's okay.
We like it like that.
Yeah, it's
Delicious.
crunchier.
It adds flavor.
Hey.
You can move hers over a little bit. There you go. That works.
Oh,
That's fine, yeah.
so we're gonna let them cook on here a little bit, but we're also gonna cook them in the oven as well, so they don't need to be really cooked.
So next we're gonna think about what we're gonna put on our pizzas, and then we're gonna get those ingredients out.
So what do you want on your pizza?
So what do you want on your pizza?
I'm putting cheese on it because I just like the cheese. I don't like olives or anything.
I love olives. I'm gonna put olives on mine.
Do you want some pepperoni?
I don't like pepperoni.
Nobody?
I'll do half and half.
Okay, so I'll get pepperoni, cheese, and olives, right?
So now it's time to dress our pizzas. First, we're gonna put on some sauce, then a little bit of cheese, then our toppings, then a little bit more cheese. It's very important that you don't put on too much cheese. A lot of people think that a really cheesy pizza is yummy, but it actually kind of makes it worse. So you want to be careful that you have the right ratio of cheese to sauce.
Yes. Let's do it.
All right.
Got a spoon, give me a spoonful of sauce.
Spoonful of
Which-
sauce.
Use a spoon.
Oh, thank you. And then now more cheese.
A little bit more cheese.
Here, more tomatoes. So we have just a couple of tomatoes. How much basil do you put on? Like that?
No, that's okay.
The basil's
You want to
good.
throw some more tomato over the, I mean, some more cheese under that tomato there.
Yeah,
Oh.
put basil on
On this
first.
one here, that you put the basil on.
This one?
Some
No,
basil.
that one there. Oh, no, you need cheese on it. I thought you were putting cheese on it.
I'm putting cheese on it after I put basil on.
Oh, I
How
thought
did
you
you rest? I did this one.
It don't matter. Okay, whatever.
I just I do this.
I'll put cheese on it if you want.
All right. Yeah. Do you want pepperoni on yours? Did you put pepperoni
Oh
on?
yes, I did.
Put some pepperoni on this one.
Oh, this one looks good.
Yeah.
Next, we're gonna pop them in the oven.
Now we're gonna pop them in the oven. Yeehaw! Two more. Where are we gonna put this one?
This is our pizza. It's easy to make, easy to eat, and delicious.
Right.
Hold on.
Coming up next is inspiration from a student at Vancouver Film School. You'll see what I mean.
You have these points, right? In the space.
Wait a minute.
You've tried.
What if we match moved a smoking hot 3D render one?
Simon.
I meant this-